This dance begins with our weight on the left, and the first two moves are scissor steps. So with weight on the left, it's side together, cross, side together, cross. We're going to turn a quarter and do a triple step. I often do a locking triple. Step, together, or lock, step, and then a step, half step, step, half step, ending in a scuff. So back to the front wall again. Let's do that one more time with the steps. 7 and 8, scissor step, quarter, triple step, step, half step, scuff. With the count on the front wall, 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and into section 2, step, scuff, step, scuff, mambo step with a kick, then back with a kick, and a coaster step, scuff. Okay, so when we ended section 1 with that step, half step, scuff, weight is on our left, ready to step, right, scuff, left, scuff, mambo step, kick, coaster step, scuff. Okay, let's count that. Weights on our left, coming off a scuff, 7 and 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Okay, let's put that together. 2 sections, half the dance. Weights on our left, scissor, scissor. 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Now, that scuff at the end of section 2 doesn't need to be a big scuff that's going to make your momentum go forward, because we're actually going to stomp that right to the side. So when you scuff that, you can just have a little brush. We're going to stomp and swivel heel, toe, heel, and then do step touches. I end up doing step stomps. So step, touch, stomp, step, touch, stomp. And then we do the same thing to the left, stomp left, swivel, 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 step, touch, touch. Sometimes I step touch, sometimes I stomp. Okay, let's count that section. Weight is on our left. We're going to start on the and count after the 8 with our little brush out to the side to stomp. 7 and 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Back to 12 o'clock. Let's add that on. Weight is on our left. 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Last section to end the dance. Step back on your right, tap your toe in front. That's 1 and. Step down on your left. That's 2, and do a scuff on and. So again, that's back, tap, forward, scuff. Now we're going forward. Forward on the right with the tap, back. Instead of a kick or a scuff, we need to do a sweep here. So start your sweep on the and, because the next move is a half sailor step, okay? So let's just work on these back touches and forward touches here. Weight is on our left. It's back and tap, forward and scuff, forward and tap, back and sweep into a half sailor step. So we'll be stepping right, left, right, and we end with a triple forward on our left, left, right, left. Let's go over that last section again. Put it all together. Weight is on our left, ready to step back and tap. 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Let's put the whole thing together. Front wall, weights on our left, scissor, scissor. 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. So there are 2 different tags in this dance, a 2-count tag and a 4-count tag. Each one of them occurs 2 times. So the first tag occurs at the end of wall 1, coming off our triple, and it's a 2-count tag, and all it is side right, touch, left, touch. 1 and 2 and, okay? Dance wall 2, you'll be facing 6 o'clock. We have our 4-count tag. The first 2 counts are the same as tag 1. Step, touch, then we're going to go back, touch, and forward touch. So again, the 4-count tag is step, touch, back, touch, forward touch. We dance wall 3. At the end of wall 4, facing 9 o'clock, we dance tag 1 again. Step, touch. At the end of wall 4, facing 12 o'clock, there is no tag. So we dance that entire wall. But at the end of wall 5, when we are facing 3 o'clock, now we're going to dance tag 2 again. There's sort of like some instrumental music going on toward the end of wall 5, and you really don't feel the tag or any kind of restart or something coming on until it happens. But after wall 5, you're going to do tag 4. Step, touch, back, touch, forward, touch, and then you'll just restart the dance, and it fits perfectly.